And so starts day 3. Over 48 hours down and almost 72. Really close. Last night was rough. There were lots of cravings, really strong. I don't like calling them cravings because they feel like they really are so much more than just a want. Cravings are not a want. Dr. Pepper is something that I often want. Tastes really good, but I have to convince myself, reason. Do I really want the calories? Do I really want the sugar? And sometimes I can reason, hey, let's have a little sip. Hey, let's have none. I'm able to kind of judge based on the other foods I've eaten and just what I want. Sometimes I spoil myself, drink more, but I can control that. I can reason with it, and I know when I'm drinking more than I should have been. With cravings, alcohol, it just doesn't work like that. When the source is addiction, it no longer becomes a want. You've created a need for that, for that subject. And it makes your behaviors and your mood, everything's dependent on it. When I don't have Dr. Pepper and I reason that, I feel fine, I can manage that. But alcohol is just not something where that happens. There's panic attacks. I can't be the same person. I can't think the same. Nothing feels normal. It's like an always present message. It's sort of like a pop-up window. If you ever had a virus with a pop-up spammer where you navigate through the internet, but the pop-up keeps coming up, and just at worst times too, you might think it goes away and it just comes right back. You do everything you can to remove it off the computer, but it just comes right back. It's still there. And that's like how an addiction feels. Just a constant message, no matter how much in control I am. Like the cravings last night, for example, I was writing down video ideas. My plan for the night, and video ideas, and thoughts came into my head like, hey, I could feign sobriety. I could totally drink after this, and no one would know. I could probably just play completely innocent, and sneak one even occasionally. I had a pretty good opportunity today, actually. But the point is, I can sneak it. I can hide it. I can be dishonest about it. And those thoughts, I don't even want to think them or try to think them. They're invasive. They just sort of pop into my head, and those ones I can, reason with. I've been really working on this, but I just kept writing down video ideas. I just kept just working through it. It's just incredibly tough trying to reason with that side and feeling these thoughts that don't feel like you. That's the thing. Those thoughts don't feel like me, where it feels like there is just totally something else inside of me, a parasite, like mind controlling me, and it's just a disgusting feeling. But I've been over that. We can shape that with habits. That's what this is: forming of new habits, new behaviors, new adventures. What I want to talk about was the opportunity I had today to drink, where my work was featuring an open bar, free alcohol. Didn't even have to pay for it, and it's incredibly tough passing up that free alcohol. Just very hard. It's right there, just being offered. It was there if I wanted it too, but I don't want it. You know, I'd be betraying you, me, my body, this project, everything, and that's just not what I want. Even if that's what I feel I need, that's not what I want. In social settings, I don't do too bad. I can manage the cravings pretty well. It's mostly when I'm alone. But I mean, even at work, you know, free alcohol. How could you pass that up? I could have had one, and you know, probably not even. I wouldn't have even been affected by that. I'm so used to my Four Locos that wouldn't have even touched me. Before Four Locos, I was drinking even heavier. Four Locos were my alcoholism adapting and becoming more reasonable, but just not the case. So I guess the point being that it's tough to prepare yourself for these really tempting and just convenient experiences, because alcohol is just so embedded in our culture. It's just everywhere. That we have to be, you know, prepared for it. And generally, I don't find myself in those positions to struggle in social environments. I can go out with a friend of friends and they can order drinks and I don't feel anything. But when I'm alone and I know I have an opportunity to drink, and I know it's not going to hurt anyone else, it's just going to hurt me, and it's just doing it to myself. No one will even know, and that's where it falls apart for me. But that's not what I want. I'd be betraying you and me and the whole project, and it's not what I want. So I'm still working on more video ideas, so these don't just feel so, how I say, me rambly, so pointless probably, but I'm just working through this, still getting a feel for what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, and just brainstorming. So any feedback, suggestions, I love all of it. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.